There's another place after this. Okay, right. Okay, boot stuck bog. That sounds lovely. You trash through the dark, cold bog. The water around you grows deeper the further you walk. The slit and muck slide beneath your boots. The path forward looks more treacherous than the path behind you, but you've already come this far. Continue through the bog. You trudge onwards, deep pits of water and sucking mud cover the ground everywhere you look, but Maya expertly guides you through the muck. The bog is still and silent. It smells of rank decay. Its stagnant waters host too many decades accumulation of dead plants and animals. A thick mist rolls across the water. Several hooded kiff emerge silently from the fog. A herd of bog lurkers just behind them. A large Unuma man at the head of the group draws his sword and points at you. If you value your life, you will leave and never return. He peers hard into your face, almost daring you to challenge him. Why should I listen to you? I am the guardian of this place. I will not allow you to profane it with your presence. Passing through. The man stares at you for a long moment before speaking, his brow drawn into a hard knot. Then he grunts, more in annoyance than in anger, and crosses his arms. You may pass, but do not linger. If we should meet again, there will be no more civil exchange of words. Ooh. Outcast Respite. Deep in the bog, you find a cave entrance obscured by vines. The bog's characteristics rot wafts from the cave, but so too does a strangely alchemical smell. As you brush aside the vines and step inside the cave, you hear the faint sound of laughter coming from further within. I'm going to kill all the laughter. I did that last time. I didn't. That wasn't nice.
I shall be discreet.
You were saying? You see that, Ishi?
The big use.
A question, Watcher?
Poison, sure.
Death take you. Mary Publices, per Milan.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay. There's more. Oops. A bog witch. Well, that sounds pleasant. Hey, what'd you do that for? They're boggies, oh, that's grand. Seems like it's spewing to be something else. Oh, down, stench.
Your
Always
orders?
like,
Ashiza,
always the sliver. Sliver. It's never. Kill you. There we go.
Okay.
Take it easy now. Really? Right, well. Okay, sweet arse time there.
Ishi.
Alright, so or poison, so it's pretty good for her. Maybe. Cleanse, purification. Might be useful for somebody down the line. Alright. Which is key. Guarding tool. A pool of water before you swirls in a riot of colours. An occasional bubble floats to the surface and pops, releasing a puff of colourful smoke that smells but turns acrid and flubbery. Drink from it. You dip a small glass bottle into the bubbling pool and hold it out up to the light to get a better look. The liquid inside slowly separates into several levels. You surmise that the layers must be at different densities and thus must be, in fact, be several distinct liquids. Fumes blur your vision and make your head spin. Do I want to tempt fate? Yes. You dip your bare hands at the pool and drink what doesn't slip between your fingers. Static electricity stands your hair on end. A painful current crackles down your spine. Somebody must be able to drink for that then. Right.
You, friend, you will let me from this cage, yes?
What are you doing here?
You have eyes, friend. I'm held prisoner.
Yeah.
Tamawatua, famed apothecary, favored prize of pirates and all that. Ah, you have heard of me, yes? Of course you have. Find the key, I say. Surely one of those witches has it. Hurry, friend, hurry! I cannot stand another moment in here.
Save it.
Ah, feels good to stretch my legs, Eora.
What have we here?
Right past.
Free once again.
How'd you get captured in the first place?
Bad luck, eh? Always this seems to happen to me. First pirates, now witches. Oh, for what? A salve recipe? It is madness.
Do you know what the witches were brewing in that cauldron?
What potion requires bat bile, cat blood, and dandelion fluff? Even I'm not crazy enough to touch it, I say.
Oh, about my reward.
There is not much I might give you, I'm afraid. Ah, but wait. The witches. They made many notes regarding the contents of their cauldron. I should know. They would not feed me unless I gave them advice on the concoction. Fools.
Sits on the floor and shakes his head bitterly.
Bring me their notes, friend, and I will decipher them for you, yes? Then you may make use of their potion without danger. Eora, who do you think collected those ingredients for the witches? Me, Tamawatua. They are mine as much as anyone's, I say. I will take some time to study this island, I think. Strange things grow among its weeds, and they will need names. And if you need supplies before you go, Tama will sell you what he can find. Eora.
Puts his head in a graceful acknowledgement.
You take a look. Eh?
Yes, I will take a look. Thank you very much. Ooh.
Free once again. What potion requires bat bile? You have the witch's notes. I will translate them for you as a show of thanks. Eora.
Cool. Thanks. Will it work now? Hey. Right. To create a drought of greater strength, A blend of flame and ruby make. Here are those for one who I have. Cool mixtures.
Welcome back, welcome back. How might I assist you? Wow, I've always wondered what was over there. I made a list. Fire giants, giant fire ants, fire snakes wasn't on there. Wait, this means you've done it. You've really done it. Oh, I could kiss you.
Oh yeah, finally. Oh. Flaps a hand, dismissively blushing to his ears.
This is going to put both our names in the history books. I am sure of it.
Aye.
Enjoy your legacy as a footnote.
Chuckles and elbows you into ribs.
I'm nearly done putting everything together. Come back later and I'll give you the very first copy of the Explorer's Guide to the Deadfire.
Ooh. Claps his hands together. All but dancing in place. A forceful night. That's quite nice, that, like. Bad. It's a shame I can't steal any stuff, though, but I don't know. One day, maybe. Maybe. Come further. Oh, that did get something. +2 resolve.
What for, Cap? Aye, aye, Captain.
They get levels. Cool. Did I just lose? Have I just been kicked from Twitch? I have no idea. Oh. Right.
Done and done.
Are you there? Psst. Love some. Chance a gander this way.
I take it that's the person I need to meet then. A trader with sun-burnished skin and straw-like hair loosely pinned into a tumbling rat's nest weaves both hands eagerly in your line of sight. Hands. She cracks you knowing a smile and rocks back on her heels, waiting a heartbeat before she speaks. This close you can see how her nose and cheeks are dashed with freckles. She turns her head to the side and you get a good look at her puckered scar that curls from her right temple and down the corner of her lips.
Thought that might catch your attention. Now then, you must call me Seafol. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, gent.
She thrusts a calloused hand out for a shake.
Have a look-see. You won't find a grander market for your labour needs than Cookspur, nor finer illusion wares than
Cookspur.
mine.
So you're the contact.
That I am.
She scratches along the uneven ridge of her scar.
During my station here, I've spied signs of illegal activity. Slaves that oughtn't to be slaves. Enslaving people of the Deadfire is illegal. It's the selling of slaves from elsewhere that isn't. If we could free the natives who've been detained before they're carted outside of the Deadfire, the illegal trade would be exposed, weakening the entire trade. Moreover, we'd ruin Ferrante's ploy with the slavers, whatever it may be.
She sparks meanly, rocking her scar across her cheek. I'll do what I can.
You'll find the natives, the illegal stock, deep within the fortress, kept from sight. There's routes to the inside, but most stand heavily guarded. You may have better luck sneaking in through the sea caverns dotting the shore. One of them leads into the fortress. I've got a skiff ready for the slaves you send out. We'll make fast for daylight.
She winks, flirting with the thought of a dangerous getaway.
After that, who but Andra knows? Maybe I'll see you around Dunwich.
Maybe. Expressing a taunt line, Seafol scratches thoughtfully at the tighter line of her scar, when it touches the corner of her mouth.
What'll it be, Jen?
What are elusive wares?
Lockpicks, noisemakers, chisels and crowbars, maps, compasses, hardtack, spyglasses,
Everything.
potions of invisibility. You know, your typical basic expected survivalist gear.
Survivalist
For the more
gear.
courageous traveller.
That I am.
Now, if I were a wagering woman, I'd say Aldi sent you to help me outfit just such travellers.
Let's
Aye.
try. Yeah, she traders.
During my station here, I've spied some slave in. If we, moreover,
We know about that.
you'll find you may. I've got after.
Okay. Yes, yes, yep, yep.
What'll it be, Jen? Sure.
So different then. Right, wait a bit. Alright.
What'll it be, Jen? You mean aside from the bit about Cocoerel being the capital of slave commerce in the Deadfire, buyers sell from far and wide to bid on the particular slaves here, which is why you find me now selling my particular wares.
He must make a fine profit of the Kef trafficking.
Swabby, I don't make the laws.
Faces a scar snaking on her right cheek, fingers splayed in a searching sort of manner.
I simply work around them.
Is there a high demand for slave labour within Deadfire?
Aye, a most profitable one. Most of the chattel is shipped in from elsewhere, from lands far from the Deadfire, but they're sold here. And here they'll stay. The kind you won't find elsewhere. Have a look-see inside, and I bet you'll savvy my meaning. Oh, aye. As you wish. Love some.
Loves them.
What'll it be, Jen?
Loves them.
Care to have a look? Right away.
Sure. Either way.
You there, approaching.
The guard sneers, fat lips peeling back from his yellowed teeth. He grunts, muscles flex and pop in his thicket's neck as he cranes for a better look at you.
You are late. The auction is almost over. What other could it be? The weekly auction for the whimpering chattel.
Holds his heavy head on his neck, joints popping audibly with each rotation.
Know you where you are? This is Cookspur.
You know,
I have no patience for mutes and dullards. Either you come to buy slaves, or the master has no time for you.
I did with the island. I want to go for the secret place. Run over, run and tell your master that Compass
The
said.
day I run from a kith is the day that... There will never be a day.
The growl rips from his throat. He swings his cannon madly, bellowing a command to have the drawbridge raised. Can't go that way. That's fine, yeah. I want to sneak in anyway. I can't go the other way. Before you, a small cavern arrows into the rocky terrain beneath the fortress Cumberland stone base. The squat mouth of the cave sits within a wash of ocean water. You slosh into the water until the bottom abruptly drops out from beneath you and a cold rush suffuses your skin. The water is greener in the back of the cavern, dark and deep. A wave crashes into the cavern behind you, and as it recedes, a hard undertow sucks you back towards the shoreline. Swim deeper. You push against the current, making slow but steady headway. Swimming deeper into the cavern, you come to a set of tunnels, forked left and right. One tunnel leads to darkness, the other is marked by a faint glimmering of light. Both tunnels are completely submerged. Well, I wanted to go for the bright one, but if I take the left one, I'm going to get goodies, aren't I? Now the tunnel depths are so black you can't make out your hand in front of your own face, so you don't notice the dead end until your knuckles and then palms have slapped against it. There's nowhere to go except back down the tunnel's length, all several long feet of it. Your movements have rocked the water around you, and just above you, you make out the muted sound of waves lapping at the lip of the tunnel. There may be a sliver of space of air, or there might be nothing. Your nose bumps into rocky ceiling of the tunnel where you try to surface. There's just enough space for you to gulp some air between your lips before an icy wave washes over your face. As you tread your arms to keep afloat, you realise your movements are making the water even choppier, soon closing up the space between the cave and the surface completely. To the bright side. With everyone's lung fresh as full of air, you and your group press through the dark tunnel with ease. You emerge from the tunnel and break the surface of the water in a cavern deep beneath the fortress. Alright, so you were supposed to go the bright way, then it would take you to the dark way? I suppose.
I can do.
Something I can do.
May I be a candle in the night.
Candle in the wind. Oh. They really do like you, do they?
Ahoy.
Hoi hoi! North of Cocoerel, the forest thickets. Wide trunk trees tower above you, their leaves forming a ceiling against the sky. A symphony of insects provide a constant accompaniment of chirping and buzzing. Your path leads you into a narrow gully, the hills rising high to both sides. Ewip, or flip, flip. An arrow buries itself into the ground at your feet. Jump back and search wildly for the source, but see nothing more and no one. A second arrow strikes the ground beside the first, then a third. This one much closer to you than the others. With a small smirk, Seraphim nods. The cipher eyes close and the search for others' minds begins. Within a moment, Seraphim points down a small game trail where you make out a flicker of movement. Okay, call out, because you've got... Real what? He's got insight. I don't know. I can just go run forward then. Great. You continue up the path, but only taken a few steps when a hail of arrows rains down from the trees. See, I thought when you did that, you picked whoever. You managed to dodge the volley, but Seraphim cries out. You spare a glance and see an arrow protruding from his side. What did you get? Tree of a kerf image from the tree line, fierce companion animal, follow them close at heel, their teeth bared. All that, and I've got to go back to healing everybody again. Not going back. You hear me? Never. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Ooh. Station and stepping and bumping. I'll have to figure out where Oathbinder's Sanctum is.
Got it.
Oh, good.
Got it. Got it.
Need something?
Yeah, may as well get for that. Yeah. Oh, that was quick, that's nice.
Sure.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Armor.
Watch your step.
Oh, there we go. Flail, ball and chain. -2 attack. Okay. Alright. Happy days. So I'll have to would open this. Who would have corrosive spell? I don't think anybody who's got corrosive spell. He might do. So an iron gate blocks the passage before you. The gate is shut and locked tight. Its bars thick and evenly spaced. Bend the bars. No way you can bend the bars. Corrode. Yes, you can corrode. How about that? Nice. Constantine artfully layers a spell over the door's hinges with each word uttered aloud, binding or weaving the magic until the already rusted metal begins to sizzle and slowly melt. As you watch, the door's hinges corrode completely away, then the door falls to the ground with a bone-jarring clang. Alert! Alert! That means...
Easy breezy, wet.
Thingy.
Easy.
You there, stranger. Help us. We are not fit to be here.
Coated in dirt and flecking war paint, waves her arms between the groundly cell bars. No weaponless encaged, wearing rags not fit for a pauper, she stands aggressive and has a muscular frame. It is obvious she is a warrior.
Come closer. That's it. Just a step more, little bird.
Yes, do nothing. Teeth barred in her snarl, the warrior lunges forward. Her shoulders bang loudly against the bars, certainly hard enough to leave a bruise, as her hand gropes for your throat. Her nails scrape at your skin, and she's just short of being able to grasp onto you.
Highly above. Damn it. Wait.
Make another gaff for me, or with your hand. I'm listening.
Thank Andra's sweet tides.
Her shoulders slacking with relief.
Forgive me, stranger, but you must help us. If you could, I mean.
Her hands gripped on the bar so tight the muscles in her arms bunch. She cants her head, and her eyes study you with a mixture of suspicion and hope.
Who are you? A buyer, maybe? But down here? I haven't seen you before, so you don't work for the slavers.
That's true. Yeah, you wouldn't happen to be a native of the Deadfire, would you?
So you really aren't one of Kua's?
I have no idea who that is.
I am Wahaki. The Deadfire is my homeland. And someday, I will kill these slavers for defiling it. Understand?
She wedges at one of the bars, and while the metal doesn't bend, it groans loud and low. So it's true, it trades illegal slaves.
They do. Though the legalities scarcely matter. All Kith have an inborn right to freedom, to survival. I would see these traders slaughtered for their overbearance. You've made it this far and haven't been skewered by an ogre. Yet. Perhaps you can free us. Me and the others are keeping tabs on their patrols. I know their schedules, and their weaknesses. We can handle ourselves if you can get us out of this cell.
What?
Weapons! The slavers have plenty, ripe for the taking. We will swiftly kill the closest guards and arm ourselves. I will personally take the Taskmaster's anchor and use it to rip out his entrails.
Oh, lovely.
Open the cell and witness the Wahaki's best warriors in action.
Oh, that's key.
The big dumb one, the Taskmaster. He stomps around near the stairs that will take us to the fort's upper floor.
Okay.